Hello, my friends. I'm back from a Thanksgiving break, and I'm excited to get back to the land of Arkham. Oh, trash man. And see what all of our people are up to. We are back to Sister Mary as our starting player. She, of course, is in the other world, and we would like her to come back from the abyss into the unnameable to close and seal this gate. Now, she's going to cast her little spell, so we're going to get her all prepped for that. And she has to come back through the same gate she left, sadly. So she will have to deal with this Chthonian, but I think we're going to be okay. As someone pointed out, he is a triangle, and we have another gate that's a triangle too. So hopefully we will eventually get him off the board. So she needs to come out of the other worlds, seal a gate, and avoid the Chthonian. It's a lot to do, but we have faith in our sweet, sweet Sister Mary. Meanwhile, Joe has his sanity back, and he is gunning for these guys. I figure, let's just take them out, right? Let's have a round of combat, which is what everyone wants to do in Arkham. Battle the baddies, right? So our fire vampire, he has physical immunity, but believe it or not, Joe does have a magical weapon, so I think he'll be able to take him. And the zombies, of course, they're undead. They go back in the bag. We don't get to keep them, but they're really easy to kill. So let's power up Joe here for a round of fight, and he's going to try and take out 2 monsters in 1 turn. I believe. Do you? Come on now. You know it's going to happen. Kate, our poor lady Kate, we sent her to the wrong place. The graveyard is not the hot spot. Should have seen this coming. Of course, it's the woods. So we're going to send her back down. We don't have to change her movement at all. To get her back to the woods, there is, of course, a little night gaunt sort of floating around there. But you know what? She can take this. I think she can. I think she's going to try and fight. We're done with these monsters. I think we're done playing around. We're going to see if we can't beef her up for combat as well. And sweet Ashcan Pete, he's way over here on the corner. Can you see him? I think you can. He is, I think, going to do some shopping. He's got some money left. He can look at the top and the bottom of cards. So we might send him up to the curiosity shop just to see if he can't maybe pull another elder sign to help us seal up these gates, because we now have 2 gates open. So the dream of closing them all is slipping out of our grasp. We have 3 sealed, with Sister Mary coming out and hopefully sealing 1. And Kate has her elder sign and hopefully sealing 1. So we're very close here. We're very close. But I think this round, we're going to do some combat. So let's head over to the little character sheets and get them set up for some fighting. All right, so let's give Sister Mary back her first player token, and we have a bunch of stuff to do for her. Let's refresh all of her abilities. Her Healing Stone and her Voice of Ra. We're going to want to cast both of these again. But before we do that, let's roll on her blessing and see if she remains blessed. She does. Fabulous. We love to see that. And her Healing Stone, whoops, we would use to get back a sanity. We're going to do that, and then we're going to immediately spend it to cast Voice of Ra, because this is going to give her +1 to all spell checks for her turn. So we will pay the sanity cost through sleight of hand. Her casting modifier is -1. Her lore is 4. Does she have anything else? Oh yeah, +1 for lore, so she has a total of 5 for lore. -1 takes her back to 4. Gotta love Arkham Horror Math. And she is blessed. So, woo, 4s and above will count. Woo, there's a 4. Whoa, that was tight. But she does have +1 to all of her rolls. Okay, great. Casting -1, sanity 1. Okay. So I think that's everything we want to do for her. Her speed doesn't matter. She is going to need to sneak, though, once she gets back, because we don't want her dealing with that Chthonian. So let's up her sneak to a 3, because we really don't want her to get smashed coming out of that gate. All right. Joe. Joe is fighting, guys. Joe is fighting. He has the lamp, which will give him +5 for the physically immune dude. And, of course, the shotgun for the other one. He is not sneaking. He doesn't need a ton of speed, but he can definitely get there. His fight is already maxed out. So he has spoken to someone about what he has seen, and he has decided that he is no longer afraid. All right, Joe. We know what you're doing. Kate. All right, so Kate is going to head back down to the woods. So she has enough movement for that because she still has the motorcycle. Once there, she's going to try and fight that creature. So she has an enchanted blade that gives her +4. Her will right now is fight is only 1. So let's definitely bump that up. So that would give her a fight of 6. And what does this guy need? Ooh, so he's a -2 to fight. So she'd be rolling 4, and she needs 2 successes. That seems a little tight. Let's see if we can't make her a little stronger. She's got all these spells. Let's start using some of them, shall we? So she could do, because the magical weapon is one-handed, we can either invoke Wither. This is +3, no casting modifiers, or Shrivel, which will give us +6 with casting modifiers. Her lore is all the way up, so she might just try to shrivel this thing. So I think she's okay there. She's going to do some fighting. She's going to go through a portal. That leaves us Ashcan Pete. And Ashcan Pete, oh, Map of Arkham. I'm like, why was that exhausted? Okay, Map of Arkham. No worries about that. Ashcan Pete, he needs to get 1, 2, 3. He needs a movement of 4. So we'll just bump him 1 up to get him a little more speed. And he's going to do a little bit of shopping for us. All right, let's fight some monsters. So let's start with our Arkham movements. Since Sister Mary's in the other world, we're going to skip over her and head to Joe. And he is going to move a 5. So he's coming out of Arkham Horror into the asylum, into downtown. And he's going to end his turn in Easttown. And when you end your turn with some monsters, you must either evade or fight them. We're going to fight them. So Joe is going head to head with 2 monsters. All right, Joe, this is what you were made for. Who do we want to do first? We get to pick who we want to battle first. And I feel like the undead is the easiest, so let's start with him. Seeing that undead, Joe, listen, he's talked to some people. Things still scare him, all right? He has to make a sanity check. We've left him with no will. So he immediately fails and loses 1 sanity. But that's all right, because now it's his turn to do some damage. It's going to be -1 to his fight, but he's got his shotgun, so he has his fight of 5. He has +4 to combat checks, and all 6s are 2 successes. So 5 + 4 is 10, -1 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like... All right, let's see what happens to Mr. Zombie here. We need 1 hit out of all of these. Yep, okay. We got him. Zombie down. But sadly, he goes back in the bag because he's undead. And we move into round 2 of combat. Now, this guy has ambush ability and physical immunity. Ambush means once you start fighting this creature, you cannot flee. This is, to the death. So we're not going to mess around with this. Physical immunity. We're going to pull out our Lamp of Al-Zared, which will give us +5 to combat checks. +5 to our fight. We are losing 2 dice, but we only need 1 hit. So 5 + 5 is 10, -2 is 8. I believe that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we only need 1 hit to clear the board here. Well, to clear Easttown at least. No worries. We wallop this guy. So this little fire vampire, yeah, he gets absolutely decimated by Joe. Between the shotgun and the lamp, Joe has come out on fire. Good job, Joe. Okay, that's his movement phase. Let's head to Kate. Kate is going to hop on the motorcycle that she grabbed from Joe very early on and is never returned, which gives her a max movement of 6. So Rivertown for 1, Merchant for 2, Miskatonic for 3, Uptown for 4, and into the city of the Great Race in the woods. Okay. Okay, somehow I forgot that there was a night gaunt guarding that gate. So before Kate goes through it, she has to deal with the night gaunt. The good news is, if you fail your combat check, you get pulled through the nearest open gate. So if somehow she fails this combat, no worries. She's just going to get pulled through the gate. But she'll take some damage right before she goes. So let's do a real quick, super quick, just kidding, fight round. And, all right, what do we looking for this night gaunt? She only has a fight of 2. So let's start with her sanity check. Well, let's see, hold on. Let's see what she wants to cast. All right, she has Shriveling or Wither, which helps with combat checks. Okay, that's great. She has, we're going to put the old journal in the King in Yellow kind of underneath here. She just has too many things. Too many things. All right, she's lucky. She has +1 to fight. Okay, but I don't see anything that was going to help her with her sanity check. So she only has a will of 2, -1. All right, Kate. Oh, surprising. She does okay. She does not take any sanity hit, but she will now have to fight this thing. So with a 2, she has 2 from her base fight plus 1 more, which is 3. She needs 2 hits, so she's gonna have to, should we just do her magical weapon? Why not? That'll give her 4 more. Awesome. And go big or go home, right? Let's go ahead and cast. Oh, the casting modifier is -1 and her will is. Oh no, it's lore. My bad. Okay, then let's go ahead and cast really fast. Let's see if she can invoke. Which one? You know, let's just do Wither. I don't want to wither her down too much. So no casting modifier or anything. We're just going to roll straight up 5 and see if she can turn on her Wither spell. All right. She can. Bam. Love to see it. Okay. So Wither is active. So that's going to give her a +3. Oh no, I messed up all my dice. All right, let's do this again. Fight of 3. Bam. Enchanted Blade, 4. Bam. +3. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of dice. And she needs 2 hits. Okay. Oh, -2. Math is hard. Okay. And we just can't, well, if we fail this combat check, it's not the end of the world, but can she get 2 hits with all these dice? She can. Nicely done. Okay, Wither has been used. We'll turn that upside down, but her blade is still good. So she gets to keep a night gaunt. Okay, we'll pretend like she did that on her turn before she went through the gate. Whatever. It's little things slip by you all the time. That will end Kate's turn. So Pete, meanwhile, is going to head. He has his speed of 3 plus the map gives him 4, which should give him enough to get to that curiosity shop. Miskatonic merchant, north side, curiosity. He and Duke decide to go do a little bit of shopping. He's right up here. Too lazy to move the board. That ends Arkham movement. Now let's do Otherworld movements. And of course, on her turn, or movement turn, Sister Mary is going to try to cast Find Gate. And to do this, Find Gate requires a sanity cost of 1. Ooh. There's a -1 casting modifier to it as well. Movement, cast, and exhaust to immediately return to Arkham. Okay, cast and exhaust. Bam. -1 casting modifier. So what is our casting going to be? We have a lore of 4. +1 gives us a lore of 5. And we've cast Voice of Ra, which gives us +1. Okay, well that'll be our -1 casting cost. So that leaves her with 5 dice. And she is desperately trying to return home. Let's see if she can make it. She does. Fabulous. So she invokes the Voice of Ra and is immediately taken out of the other worlds and back to where she came. And here she is at the Abyss. She doesn't have to deal with the Chthonian yet. He'll activate next turn, which is lovely, but she has come out and explored the Unnameable. So during the next phase here, which is Arkham Encounters, she's going to get a chance to close this gate. Ooh, and this is a tough gate to close. It is -2 to her check. Oof, ouch. Okay, lore of 5 +1 from our spell gives us a lore of 6. -2 means, ooh, she's only rolling 4 dice. Let's see if Sister Mary can get lucky. Come here. Oh. She can. Yes. Good girl, good girl, good girl. All right. So, closed. Love it. She's going to pay all 5 of her clue tokens. It's going to wipe her out, but that's all right. And we are going to seal that location. So no more Unnameable spawning gates. We love it. And even better news, since the Unnameable is off the board now, this little symbol is going to suck in. Yes, the formless spawn gets returned from whence it came. Ugh, this is fabulous. The only thing left on the board is this Chthonian, and hopefully Kate will be able to take care of that. It's going to take her a couple turns, but hopefully she will. Sealed location, love it. Next up is Joe. Where is Joe? Can I get him in? He's, remember, up in East Town. Since he's in the street, he doesn't have an Arkham encounter, so we can skip him and head directly to Kate. And for Kate's Arkham encounter, she is going to head to the City of the Great Race. Boom. All right, Kate, work your magic. And good old Ashcan Pete. Ooh, shopping. Oh, I always forget about Ashcan Pete's ability. So we could have, before we moved here, looked at the top and bottom of the deck to see if it's something we want. Let's just peek at the bottom. It was holy water. We didn't need that. So we're going to look at 3 items. Let's see what we get. We got Colts de Ghoul. No idea what that is. Book of Dzan. And, ooh, the King in Yellow. All right, so no Elder Signs. But let's see if any of these are worth picking up. Okay, King in Yellow only costs 2. And it's a tome that says movement. Exhaust and spend 2 movement points to make a lore -2 check. If you pass, gain 4 tokens, lose 1 sanity, and discard the King in Yellow. If you fail, nothing happens. Oh, so we don't have to... I think that means we can do this one over and over again, right? If you pass, you discard it. If you fail, nothing happens. And that gets us clue tokens. Ooh, very tempting. How about the Book of Zan? Movement. A lot of movement. Exhaust and spend 2 movement points to make a lore -1 check. A little bit easier. If you pass, draw 1 spell, lose 1 sanity, and put 1 stamina token from the bank on Book of Zan. If there are 2 stamina tokens on it, discard it. Okay, we don't need any spells, so I'm not interested in this one. How about the Colts de Goût? Exhaust, spend 2 movement points and make a lore -2 check. If you pass, draw 1 spell, gain 1 clue, and lose 2 sanity. Again, not really interested in spells at this point, but I am very interested in the King in Yellow. It is a lore check, and I don't know how great Pete's lore is. Let's take a look. All right, it only costs 2, so let's take it. But yeah, his lore can only make it to a 3, and this is a lore -2 check. So who has great lore? Of course it's Kate. Kate, gosh darn it, but she's in the other world, so we can't deal with her. But she's our highest lore. Our other choice would be Sister Mary. I kind of feel like Sister Mary has the voice of Ra. Kind of makes sense that she would vibe with the King in Yellow, right? So maybe, yeah, they're close. So maybe we'll see if Ashcan Pete can get Sister Mary the tomb. She'd get 4 clue tokens, so she'd only need 1 more to seal a gate. Ooh, I like this. Except, oh no, Kate still has the old journal. Kate has never given this up. I can't believe it. What? Kate, okay. Well, all right, we have some finagling to do. We'll deal with that later. Ashcan, you did a good job. End of Arkham encounters. Now we're going to go to otherworldly encounters and see what Miss Kate stumbles upon. And we are looking for a green or a yellow here. Blue, yellow. Here we go. City of the Great Race. We're going to be an other. Your mind is flooded with knowledge. Make a lore -1 check. If you pass, draw 1 spell, but lose 1 sanity. All right. Luckily, Kate is our lore queen. She has a lore of 5. This is a lore -2 check. All right, we'll try it. We'll try it. More stuff for Kate. Of course she passes. All right, okay. Draw 1 spell, lose 1 sanity. Okay. Yoink. And the spell she gets is... Wait a minute. Did I not give this to Ashcan Pete? I did. Oh my gosh. Kate. Yeah. All right. Kate has everything. Kate. Okay. We're not going to talk about Kate. I need to take a moment here and disassociate because Kate is driving me bonks. She managed to pull another King in Yellow. She has all of the clue tokens. She has all of the Elder Signs. Maybe Sister Mary should just give her the Find Gate spell. And you know what? If Kate wants to do it all, if she wants to be that player, fine, whatever. Do it all. And with all of our turns over, it is time for a new Mythos event. So, next up is Lodge member held for questioning. Okay. Black Cave. Is anything... Oh, that's where she was. We're so unlucky right now. It's unbelievable. All right. So, Kate was in the Black Cave. That's where she was camping. But it didn't get pulled. Now it does. Another dimension appears at the Black Cave. Doom progresses. Of course it does. And we get a monster. How about we get a red thing? Shoggoth. What does he do? Oh, physical immunity, nightmarish 1. Ew. He's a horrible creature. Okay. The stench was unbearable, and rising to the surface came a terrible cry. Wow, he is really hard to kill. All right, I had to double check. Nightmarish means even if you pass the sanity check, you lose whatever the number is. So even if you pass your sanity check, you don't lose 3, you still lose 1. And 3 to kill. Physical resistance. Why is it always physical resistance? Our shotguns are useless. All right, we might just leave this little guy alone. He might just be hanging down at the black cave. Yuck. Okay. Except he's going to move. All right, let's move our monsters. Do we have any circles? We do not. Do we have any squares? We do not. The Chthonian is a triangle. Thank goodness for that. But the new one we pulled is a diamond, so it will move out of the black cave and into Rivertown. Uh-oh. And that puts our little monster right below Jojo. You need to run, my dude. You need to run. All right. A clue appears at Hibbs Roadhouse. Well, that's good news. I think we know where Joe's going. And, oh no, the Silver Lodge ritual lets 2 monsters loose in the French Hills. Okay. Well, I guess it was a good thing that we cleaned up the monster situation this turn. Another fire vampire? Okay, another fire vampire, because I guess they're just everywhere. And a ghoul ambush ability. All right, so not too bad, but they are very close to this thing, which is absolutely terrifying. So Joe, let's see really quick. Ambush only. Physical immunity ambush as well. Wow, so we don't get to claim those guys as trophies. That's terrible. Sorry, not trying to claim trophies. We can't disengage from them. We're gonna be stuck in a fight. Okay, and of course, oh, I forgot. End of Mythos phase. He is outside, so Joe will take a stamina hit. Let me take that off of him right now, giving him 3 of 6. Yikes! He might need to go to the hospital, to be honest. All right, poor Joe. He's just getting so beat up. What a bummer. Okay, but that's the end of the Mythos phase. So let's think really quick here. So we know Joe has to get out of Dodge. He could move to Hib. He might get trapped by all these monsters, but he has he has 2 clue tokens. The thing is, Sister Mary only needs 1 more. So we could sneak past the Chthonian for Sister Mary. No, we don't. Yeah, we do have to sneak by it. Oh, shoot. Okay, so we're going to have to sneak by that Chthonian, because there's no way she can kill this thing, right? Oh, gosh, no. 3 hits. Yeah, so we need her to sneak by, which might not give her a lot of movement, but if we can get her out of there, that would be great. What happens at the river docks here? Let me see. Shady character. Instead of having an encounter here, you may spend 5 toughness worth of monsters or 1 gate to gain $5. I'm not really interested in that. Of course, science, might work. She has a ton of gate trophies, so that could get her some clues. So, all right, maybe we'll keep her down there for now. So we want to get, yeah, why not? We'll keep him in Monster Zone. Where's the hospital? This is the asylum. Hospital's at the other end, right? Yeah. Gosh darn it. Okay. Well, heck. Yikes. This thing is actually terrifying. So I think we're going to pick up a clue here. We're going to try and sneak her out of the way. Kate is in the other world doing her own thing. Oh, that's right. Ashcan Pete has something to give Sister Mary. So maybe we could get them together. You know, let's just see. At any time, he can look at the top card. So let's just see what it is. It is a gate box. No, this is the best one. When you return to Arkham from another world, you can return to any location with an open gate, not just the one leading to the other world you were in. Oh, that's huge. Oh my gosh, I love the gate box. It's $4. Does he have $4? He does. Ashcan Pete, you're so amazing. So if we can get Sister Mary to Ashcan Pete. Then she would have a wombo combo. She can leave Arkham immediately and return to any gate. Wow. Okay. I know what we need to do. We just have to execute. So I'm going to upload this really quick. I'm going to try and film another one ASAP because I'm kind of behind a week here. And I think we're going to be going for, are we going for sealing gates? Or are we going for closing them all? I don't know. We're kind of teetering both ways. We're also getting very close. We only have 5 more Doom tokens, so we need to make a move here. I'm sorry, we only have 4 more Doom tokens. We need to make a move here before this guy pops, and we have to face Ithaca because we really don't want to do that. All right, my friends, if you had a Thanksgiving week, I hope it was wonderful and you've digested everything. But it's time to get real. It's time to get back to Arkham.